this is a fun take and paint with this rocket ship here, and you can look at my example and see that I'm using the colors right here. See how we push our brush water in here? If you've got your brush at home and you're dipping into a cup, then you would have this color here is going to be our rocket ship, and the way that we put the paint down is to follow the lines as best as we can. We can leave a little bit of white on the paper so that our rocket ship looks like it's round, and we're just not pushing really hard with our brush. We're just moving the paint around, and with these special brushes that you can buy from me, it makes it really easy because the water comes out. You don't have to push on this very much because the water just comes out from putting it on the paper. So I can just fill in this rocket ship right here, and then I can even add a little more paint around the outside on the left and on the bottom right here, and then paint the little wings of the rocket ship just like that. I left white there to make it look like it's reflecting the moon, and I'll paint up here too. I'm leaving this little stripe here so that I can do it a different color, and you can paint it whatever color you want. And down here I took a little bit of this blue and I wiped off my brush and I added a little bit of this green, maybe a little bit of this blue, and made a new color. That's a little bit green, but I think it's kind of cool. And I can add right on top of there to make it a little more blue-green. And now I get to do the fun parts. So if I want a nice gray, I have one in my box if you've got the same as me, or you can mix your own at home. I also did these in orange. This looks super fun. And then I mixed a little water to make a window where you can see all the galaxies right there. And I'll do the same color for that. Now my rocket ship is done. So I'm going to work on my moon over here. I'm taking my gray, what you have at home, and I'm putting that dark gray around just the bottom outside and some of these little craters. So I'm going to wipe my brush off, and now I'm going to just very lightly put some water around this, and it starts to blend it and make it look like it's a moon full of craters. Just like that. See? Now, my planet down here is kind of red. So I'm going to take this red right here and put that right on that. Like so. I'm going to skip to the bottom. If you do it nice and slow, you can keep it in the lines. If you mess up, you can always clear your brush and put water on there and take a paper towel and put it down like this and up and stamp it. But this one has kind of a red orange, so I might take this orange and put some red in it in a minute. Just following the lines, and I'm going around the circle. If you don't go around the circle, it's okay. You can always wait for it to dry and then put a darker color over the circles and you won't see the orange at all. So I'm going to take the window color and put it here so that the Little spaceman can see out the window and get this gray underneath here. And let me pick what kind of color. Maybe I'm gonna do like a dark blue right here in the circles. I have to be pretty darn careful, and I just use the end of my brush like this. Very, very, very end of my brush. Otherwise it'll go everywhere. And I think I'm gonna put the same color over here. And then maybe I'll do the little antenna in that orange again. Now I waited for this to dry before I start doing these rings, because if I do them at the same time, the colors will mix. There we go. Just like that. And then I can paint my stars. I'm going to make them bright yellow. Just like that.